Let me, we want to call this meeting to order. I move that we call this meeting to order. Can I get a second?
Yes.
Yes.
Second.
Thank you very much. This motion is, motion has been seconded. So now I'm going to turn it over to the president to read the last month's minutes.
Right, so the meeting's called to order at 2:29 p.m. I will read the minutes from last month's meeting because our secretary is out. So our last meeting was July 21st. The meeting started at 2:10, ended at 3:19. And I was the person that called the meeting to order. In attendance was myself, Jessica Conley, Marsha Hall, Angelique Little, Michelle Walker, Alberto Monterez, Freddie Jackson, April Hamlet, Marcus Maxwell, Deborah Joyce, Manuel Rico, Blaine Elliott, Marla Reddick, she's an insurance agent, and Yvette Jones Swanson. The minutes were read from the June meeting and approved. Our board members, myself, I'm the president. She got this wrong. Vice President Keith Elsie, Secretary Marsha Hall, and the Treasurer April Hamlin. New business. I started out with the SIP LLC formation and reviewed the names and company information and that I received from SIP members. So far, I have verified the information for accuracy. The list was to be filled out and returned by those in the group that were interested in becoming a member of the LLC formation. What I need to do at this point is to get a business address for SIP. And I know Marsha's fiance has a office, and I'm going to get in touch with her to see if we can use that address as our address as well. Angelique Little gave a presentation and update of the Affordable Veteran Home Project. She passed around a presentation book from Yvette Jones. The book had been presented to the board meeting they attended in Pembroke, Illinois, with the Pembroke mayor along with the details. The village is in agreement and the homes have been changed from single family to townhomes. The homes will be built for veterans 65 to 80 in Pembroke Township. Included in the presentation was also a reading of the thank you letter presented to the Pembroke mayor. Yvette had asked the SIP members to present a letter of interest to her directly. They have an interest in participating in the subdivision build project. It doesn't matter what role you choose to play at this time. We also, well, let me just finish reading the minutes. Then Marcus let the group know that he recently received his insurance license and introduced his mentor from Vantage Financial, Marla Reddick. Marla sells annuities and various insurances from different business types and indexed universal life policies. She gave a short presentation on various insurance products and talked about possible insurance needs the group members might have. We reminded the group to visit the two areas, West Pullman and Roseville, which I don't think has happened yet, so that we can vote and decide on which area we would like to rehab. Our goal is to share our thoughts and make a decision at the next meeting. Yvette announced that she will schedule an investors meeting this week for those interested in investing in the Pembroke project. And then the meeting for today. So those were the minutes from last month. Let me just talk about some of the things from this. What we found out at the investors meeting, or was it that Sunday she told us, that the price point we had set for the houses was too high. We were looking at $250, $300, but the area doesn't call for that. So the mayor told them, the trustees met and everything and said, look, basically these houses can't be any more than like 125, what was it, 150?
I think that
Something like that.
Out there, what she talking about?
Yeah, out in Pembroke, because that's kind of like where the houses are at this point, the price you know,
Absolutely.
price wise. So we can't come in and put in a $300,000 house
Right.
and everything else is only at 125. So
That
we
makes
have to
sense.
try to stay at that price point. And I know that Marsha and R. James and I think Angelique were trying to get together to go and look at those properties that I had for West Pullman and Roseland, but they could never agree upon a day and
Michelle was part of
time.
that, too.
Huh?
Michelle was part of it.
Michelle, okay. Yeah, Michelle was a part of that. They could all never agree on the time or day to do that. So what I'm going to do is rerun Roseland and West Pullman at 150 or less and see what pops up. At the time it was 38 in each area. Those 38 may be gone. They may still be there. There may be more, there may be less. So I will rerun the list and then have it at the next meeting so that everybody can see what's out there currently. And I can email it to people as well. That way we can get a jump start on it. I know that we also had talked about having meetings, Zoom meetings on Thursdays during the week, which we kind of only had one and dropped the ball after that. So what we need to do so that we're not waiting until the next month, which is the purpose for having the Zoom meeting, trying to have that meeting like the second Thursday we had agreed on out of the month in the evening, which would make it convenient for people that can't make Sundays. Because some people are busy on Sundays, so we were like, okay, maybe if we do it in the evening during the week, we can get people on the Zoom meeting and get people involved. So I think we need to get that scheduled and get that back on track so that we're in touch with each other more than having to wait around once a month to get in touch with each other or messaging through WhatsApp constantly back and forth. Let's all just get back on track on a meeting like that. So
I thought it was a Tuesday, but if it's a Thursday, it's fine too.
no, I think we had, wasn't it a Thursday, Marcus, do you remember? Didn't we agree on Thursdays?
I
When
thought
we were
so.
talking about the Zoom
The
meetings?
Zoom, yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was Thursday.
So,
Was that second or third? Second or third? It has to be the second. The second, third, second Thursday of
This is
each
the third, right, of the month.
of the
third
month.
week.
The second, because you want to try to do, what we gonna do, weekly?
Like in the middle.
Right, in the middle,
In the middle.
right. So
Right.
what we gonna do it weekly or we gonna just do it monthly?
Let's do a month, weekly. I got 2 months. Well, y'all do it.
Well, we know you important, so.
No, listen. But I will report when you see the money that my bank account. That's gonna be important. When the dollar sign in that bank
Come
account,
on, Mr.
that's
Trump.
what's gonna happen.
Give us a break.
That's what's gonna happen when you see the
Give us
dollar
a
sign.
break.
When you see that bank account,
Yeah.
they make you jump.
No, I'm gonna
So it
Yeah.
would be like, let's say 2 weeks from today, you know, month is 4 weeks, we meet in 4 weeks again here. So
Well, we're gonna, we're always gonna meet on the third Sunday
third
of
Sunday.
every month.
So it would be nice to do like the second week of, like,
Yeah, let's do the second week
the second week.
of the month
Mhm.
that we have our Zoom, so we'll be
Yeah.
prepared for the third.
okay, so here's the issue with that. Today is
Let's say, yeah,
Today is the 18th,
19.
the 19th.
let's.
Are you sure?
It's the 18th.
Don't mess us
I'm
up.
looking at my computer and it says the 18th.
Today is 18. Today is 18.
Stop it, Marcus.
Today is 18.
Oh, bad.
So if we do 2 weeks, we're talking September 5th.
September 5th.
And the reason why I say that, because if we do the second Thursday, that's the 12th. The third Sunday is the 15th. So it really, we would have met Thursday on Zoom and then come in on Sunday.
So that's why I was
So
saying.
let's do the 5th.
That's fine.
Okay, so let's
fine.
schedule our Zoom meeting.
A Zoom for
The first
Yeah,
Thursday? Okay.
first Thursday, and that'll be at 6 or
Yeah.
6:30.
It's 6:30.
6:30.
6:30.
6:30, okay.
You gonna send it out in WhatsApp?
You talking about me?
Yes. Well, I mean, Marcus,
Okay.
can you do that? Can you, send out a notice?
Cause you're gonna send a Zoom link, right?
You gonna, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes, but you gotta do it in advance, so everybody will know that it'll be on that Tuesday or Thursday? Tuesday,
Okay.
Send
Like
it out by,
A
yeah,
week advance?
yes.
yes.
Okay.
And then
And
maybe
then
set
just-
a reminder,
Couple days?
uh-huh,
Okay.
yeah,
And the link.
Okay.
That'll be September 5th.
September the 5th, 6:30 p.m. Okay.
Can you squeeze us in, Mr. Jackson?
Check this
He
out.
might be in the gym working out.
Yeah, I'm saying,
That's what
let's
it is.
tell me the gym work out so when that money start flowing, I can have it. So I won't be like Dalton did. Oh, them in trouble over there. See what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man,
See, they-
don't bring that up. Good Lord.
See,
We gonna have the Superman.
Good.
I was on a panel, TikTok panel every Tuesday and Thursday, but it was on Tuesday on TikTok panel. So
Oh, Lord.
I saw let that go. So now we're gonna do it on Tuesday. So maybe, but then again, you know, so I.
So our next monthly meeting should be the 15th. I'm gonna,
Thursday is the 5th of September. So that's what you're talking, Thursday rather than Tuesday.
right.
Oh, you gonna do it Thursday? Okay, I got it.
As a matter of fact, let me see if I can book it right now for here.
For the following Sunday, or the 20th?
The 15th. It would be 9:15, would be the third Sunday.
Yes,
Where we gonna meet at?
here.
We'll be here. Oh, you can.
Hopefully, she's gonna try to see if she can book the next 3 for here.
September the 15th, Jessica?
Right.
Oh man, Monday's a holiday.
Yes, it is.
This,
No,
no, I thought you were saying about tomorrow.
September 2nd is a holiday. week.
Yep,
Yeah.
September 2nd is the
September the
holiday.
2nd is the last summer holiday.
Okay, so they do have the room available. I'm booking the room now.
How far out can you
I
book?
think they only let you do 2 months at a time.
Okay, then, see if
So
we
I'm
can get
gonna-
September and October.
Yeah.
All right, because I have one other question, if we could just, while you're doing that, I want to back up a bit on the Pembroke. Are we shelving Pembroke until we get a determination from the board as to whether or not, because to me, now, I'm not sure how the other members are gonna feel, but that's a low threshold. Because if we plan on building, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to find a contractor who will accommodate us and still be able to meet a profit margin
At 150,
at 150.
it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be tight.
Because remember, 2 of the people were supposed to be doing some research on hemp homes and container homes.
That was Melina and
Marlene
Marlene.
and
Throwing numbers
Gustavo.
out the air, we don't know the bedrooms or any of that, Keith, but
not yet.
just the construction itself is gonna
That's
be
a-
about 150, watch.
Yeah.
Just the construction itself.
And now, and they're talking about doing a feasibility study to see whether or not that land is buildable. They're not even sure of that yet, and they want us to pitch in for the feasibility study, and I'm
She
not
just got
sure.
a $10,000 grant.
Do you honestly think she's gonna use that grant as a feasibility study?
Remember what happened in Florida? They were selling lots that they were not buildable, so.
Did cause I haven't heard anything, I mean, just to go sideways for a second. Andrew bought a whole bunch of lots down there in Florida that they were gonna be building.
They building on it.
They
Yeah.
they are?
They got faith. They are.
They're still building?
But that was.
Some of them they got phases.
They finished.
They finished a lot. They finished those up. Some of them they up and going.
Really?
Yeah.
They never
He hasn't been really.
Well, that's kind of hush hush.
That's what it sounds like.
We're not supposed to even talk about this. Really, they made us not even talk. Remember? They told me not to talk.
Yeah.
They told me not to talk.
Really?
They told us, don't even mention it.
Okay. Well, we won't then. How about that?
End of the story.
Wow.
Even if it's in an area they don't even want us to talk about.
Why are they so secretive about it? Do you have an idea? In your opinion?
If I really want to find out, but I didn't get it because I could have, but there's X amount of dollars you need to get involved with it. You need an X amount of dollars to get involved with that.
Right, of course.
Yeah. To be in it, then you know all the secrets. It's like a quiet because he don't want the world know about it because everybody start going over in that area, even all the rules and everybody be in that area. You follow what I'm saying? Once you get out there,
But that makes sense.
everybody guru want to start dumping in there. You follow what I'm saying?
Right, so he can keep his price points low
Right.
by not sharing.
See,
what
once
he's
you get
doing
out
over
there,
Right.
everybody gonna be, all the gurus, ahead of students be over there. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes,
And
I
the
do.
price is gonna go. Price is gonna
Yes,
go
I do.
up.
Yes, I do. I
There's
got
a
that.
certain product in Florida.
Well, he's got the land already. You're saying he's already developing, so that's cool. I'm happy that they're making a big profit on that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Okay, so we did have a speaker that was gonna speak from a title company, but they got ill. I guess there's something going around, and they couldn't make it. So we do have someone else that could speak. I've been trying to get him to come and talk about, because he had told me about what he was doing, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. I want you to come and speak. So finally, he's here. I want you all to welcome Ahmad Henderson.
All right, Mark.
And he's going to explain to you what his business does and what he can provide.
Well, man.
You either way, I'll just turn it to you.
Okay, cool. Well, my name is Ahmad Henderson. I'm founder of D1 Credit Repair. Also, we do some business funding in that entity also. But I've been in this group ever since it kind of started. I had to leave because I had to really focus. I didn't understand. I was just fixing credit at one point. Also, I don't know if I was mastery and deal makers and all. I've been all, So I'm a real estate investor, pretty much. So, real estate investor first, okay. But what happened was I just kind of was going through that, and I said, you know what? Some things where I seen people kind of, getting messed up on the credit side, and credit has always been a passion of mine. So I said, you know what? Let me take time off of the real estate and start this company, the credit repair company. Now I didn't realize that it was gonna take this long. I didn't, and it's because I didn't know it was so many different entities within it, and I wanted to do it right. I didn't just want to be, a mom who fixed credit, go talk. Like, no, I want to be, legit. So I had to do a lot of different things and pay a lot of money that I didn't expect to pay, but it's up and running. It's legit. We've been getting great. Credit. Getting things done as far as individuals' credit. Fixing them from 500 to the 650 to 700, this and that. So it's a whole process that we got going. We're doing a great job with it. Myself and my wife, she's not here, but that's really our main entity. As far as the funding aspect, we have someone kind of that does funding. That's really just kind of business funding, because that was another entity, and that was an entity that I really wanted to do, but then I found out that most people didn't really qualify for the funding because their credit was messed up. So that's why I actually said, you know what, let me just focus on the credit repair and then go from there. So that's pretty much that. The industry it's a crazy industry, and it's an industry that kind of gets tarnished by individuals. I know I've been hit by individuals who had credit repair and would say they'll fix your credit and won't do it, or they'll pay. It's been crazy. So we wanted to make sure we don't do that. So we take it serious, and we're doing a great job. We're getting a lot of results for our clients. So if you need to reach out, I'll be here in the group now. That's what they're talking about. Is, like I said, I was in the group when it first started, like the first meeting, and we was there the first like 4 or 5 times. But with me, when I get focused on something, I focus on it. So even like with my projects that I had going on, like I just totally get away from the group. I totally just focus on my projects. So it's something that's a fault that I have that I'm trying not to do, but trying to stay engaged with these different groups. and because I know people need different situations, and I need it too. So, and I need the support, not just for my, the credit repair, but also for my real estate investing and things like that. So, if anybody needs to reach out to me. My number is 708-334-8858. One more time, 708-334-8858. My name is Ahmad Henderson. It's D1 Credit Repair. If you need to give me, I don't know if you're on social media, anything like that, I'm D1 Hen, D1_HEN_. So everything is going good with that. It's going extremely good. So come on out. If you got anybody else that needs credit repair, come talk to me.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you build business credit as well as personal credit?
You said, do I build it?
Yeah, you help people with their credit scores, right?
Yeah, they
What about-
personal credit.
Oh, not
Not
the
the
business.
I mean, we
Okay.
can get the business funding, but as far as actually building, I don't really get into. I have not yet. So I don't want to string you along. Like, yeah, we help you build your business credit, and even though I do know how to do it, but I don't want to be the one and I want to stay focused on what I'm, focused on.
Your specialty.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Why
Right.
you doing? I know it takes 3 months to 6 months. That's what they're saying.
Absolutely.
But I had to fire 2 companies, and I know I do credit myself.
Yeah.
Ken Yarber, I'm pretty familiar with him. But I had to fire 2 companies, and I'm gonna sue another company.
Okay.
But I found out what they're doing now. This company, they guarantee you that if they don't take it off, they give you money back.
That's cool.
And they say 3 to 6 months. This one company I got fired. They deleted 2 tree lines. I paid them $50 for each one.
Okay.
But I got rid of them because they have a portal. You put it in, you upload with the delete, where all your letters come back. But the process, we're building it. I don't know if you take a fee up front,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of them don't take fees up front now
Yeah.
because they're being sued.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the thing too, and it's kind of a gray area. Some companies don't. The issue with that is I got a staff. You see what I'm saying? So I got a staff that's doing it. I got social media staff. I got actual people who actually is doing the removing of the items. So it's kind of hard to not have someone pay something up front. It's almost impossible. You're gonna lose money.
Absolutely.
It's not a good business
Absolutely.
situation. So I understand in every entity, just like we were talking about with the realtors and things like that, it's sanctions that come down and things like that. And if a company decides to do that, that's more the bigger companies who they've gotten sanctioned for stuff like that, like Lexington Law and whoever else. But as far as myself, it's kind of hard to not have nothing up front. Now, as far as we don't get nothing off, that money back, that's no problem. You understand what I'm saying?
For collections come on.
I would still say we like to say 3 to 6 months because see what happens is then you hold us accountable for if anybody telling you 1 month, 2 months, I will run the other way.
Absolutely.
Run the
Absolutely.
opposite way because it's not. You don't know you're gonna get it off. You don't. Just like I got a guy, like I say 3 to 6 months, but he was with us 30 days. We got his foreclosure off and a collection off in 30 days. He just bought a Tesla too. But anyway, but I couldn't. I still gonna tell him 3 to 6 months. And that was just. I would say that was rare.
They got lucky on
I would say that was
You got
rare.
lucky on that.
I mean, I think our team is good though.
Really?
I think my team is good, but I don't like to say luck. I don't really believe in luck.
Because they're fighting now because they know how credit is very important now.
Yeah.
They're really fighting.
Absolutely.
And really now they, what's that company up north? This big lawyer, they get you in court, now they take you in court. But do you do arbitrations?
Not at this current time, but it's something we definitely look into. Like we just started like the last 6-7 months. So, I mean, if that's something at the end, we haven't really had nobody have to go that far.
If you read those when you get your credit card, before they even send those out to a collection agency,
Yeah.
they offer you arbitration.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't read that.
Yeah. So it's a lot of
They violate their own contract.
and that's how a lot of things can be deleted. It's just
Right.
those things
They
because
violate their own
because you
contract.
got to understand the bureaus are scammers themselves. Like, they really scammers. Them bureaus is
individually
crazy.
owned.
Yeah. So and I didn't realize that either until I really started doing my homework, like Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. These are regular companies that's that's on the stock market and things like that, and they make money from this. Now you see they got commercials and everything like that. So they get paid by putting stuff on your on it, whether it's right or wrong. They get paid for it. So of course they don't like people who do what I do, because once we get it off, they don't get paid no more.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but I didn't realize. I just automatically thought that was just a big company. It was a government company, even though I worked for the federal government. I'm thinking that was like a government entity and things like that, and it's not. It's just a company that does what they want to do. So
And actually, a bankruptcy not supposed to be on your report anyway.
it don't supposed to.
That's
but,
privacy. It's not,
yeah,
they're not
but,
supposed to put it on
but I
your report.
guarantee you file bankrupt, it's gonna be on it.
If they're not supposed
it's
to,
gonna be
you
on
can
it.
hide that too if you want to. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's public.
So what can you get,
No, you go ahead.
what can you get off of somebody's credit report? So let's say I just have a lot of maybe some hard pools, some soft pools.
Yeah.
And I have maybe some old lingering accounts that haven't been doing anything. But other than that, I don't have any late payments. I don't have any collections. There may be a foreclosure.
Okay.
So what
We can get
in that
everything.
situation, what would you be able to get off?
We can get everything off, first of all. Second of all, the soft pool is not going to be. It's only going to be hard pools is the only.
Okay.
So that's why when you see you see companies that just pre-qualify, and they get that's just a soft pool. So that don't even go on your credit.
Okay.
So those are, as far as hard pools, we don't want to get those off unless it's not connected to something.
to account.
Yeah, to account.
Right. That's what I mean. Okay. So
if it's connected, then
you
just
leave it alone,
Yeah,
right?
they
But
won't pull your card.
if you apply
Yeah.
and then they denied you and said, okay, we can't help you out or
Oh, we can
whatever,
get that off.
you can
You
get
get
that
that
off.
off. Oh, you
Okay.
get that off.
Get that off
You get
because
that
it's
off.
not connected to
All right. It's not
a
to a card.
account. Yeah, so yeah. And as far as everything else we can get off, late payments, collections, everything. Because it's foreclosure. I just told her we just got my guy had his foreclosure off in 30 days, but that's not normal. So don't sit to me say well he said he can get. I can't know. 3 to 6 months. That's what we say.
I think it
Three-
comes right away.
Yeah. So 3 to 6 months.
You said
And so what we like to do is just you get my number, give us a call, and we'll sit down. What we do is and things that make us different and how and why it kind of took so long and why I was away from the group was we wanted to be different from every company. So so first thing we're gonna do a consultation with you. We'll do a Zoom call with you. We're gonna pull your credit report and we're gonna go through it line by line. We're gonna go line by line from top all the way to bottom. Let you know and also teach you about it also because sometimes you just don't know. Like a lot of times I just didn't know about credit or anything, and it was kind of like taboo growing up, with my family. So what we do, we're gonna go from top all the way to the bottom with you on Zoom. And if you don't want to go to Zoom, we can just do it over the phone while you looking at it, I'm looking at it, and we just going line by line, and we can tell you, what some of the things we can do and try to help you on some of the things that maybe we can't help as far as like utilization, things like that. There's just high credit card utilization. Cause and then we'll tell you, maybe we not a good fit to work. Maybe you don't have bad credit. You just got utilization. You just got
Right.
100,000 worth of credit and it's 97,000 worth.
Right.
You use.
Yes.
Okay, you don't
Nothing
need
really you can do.
it's not.
Right.
It's now we can kind of push you to like our different personal loans, and I've had to do that too to kind of hide that utilization. So
Utilization.
yeah, especially when we're dealing with the real estate too, because that's how another way. My last property that I had, I went over budget, so I had to put and I had a private money loan, So what I did was we went over budget, and then like the AC went out, so I had to pay for that with my credit card. But then what happens with the credit card? Then the credit card that goes on the credit card utilization. Then your credit score go down. Then you go get the mortgage, and you sitting there with a 650, 660, and that was just the whole thing. So that's what kind of made me just stop for a minute and kind of focus on the credit, and then kind of go from there.
Another question.
Did that answer your question, Jessica?
Yeah, well, okay, so did I hear you say if the if it's like your utilization, you got like a loan? What did it say?
No, the
What
utilization.
what you can do, what you can do is, because utilization is the highest above
Right.
your credit report. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So what you can do, and this is what I did, and this was kind of like a little, so you can get a personal loan. So say like you got,
What if you can't because of your utilization?
it's different companies that'll do it, long as you don't have the other stuff.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because they're gonna look at your credit report, and if you good on your credit report, but the utilization is just high,
Yes.
okay, so you may have, let's just say you 100,000 worth of credit, and then you got 60,000 in credit card utilization. Okay, you get a loan for 40,000. You
Man,
pay
that's
pay that down. Now that's what 20. Now you got
Reduces
20
your utilization.
utilization. Now your credit score gonna shoot up
Shoot back up.
because the personal loan doesn't look the same on your credit
Of course.
report as.
So it's an actual personal loan, not one of those things where, okay, we gonna pay off the credit cards, you gotta close the cards.
No, hell, don't ever do that.
Don't
Don't
ever
ever.
do
I would,
that.
that's my thing. I would tell people don't
and
even do that.
I ask that because, it's a lot of people, they send out those advertisements.
Yeah.
You can get a personal loan, this, and then when you call,
It's just that.
it's like a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can get a personal loan, up to such and such, and then when you call, they're like, okay,
don't-
well,
you
you don't
don't
qualify
qualify
for
for
the
that, and
personal
then
loan,
they want you to do
but
a
we
debt
can do it debt
consolidation.
relief, right?
Yeah,
Oh no, that's the
Yeah.
worst thing to do.
That
Yeah.
worst thing
That's
because
the worst
now,
thing to do.
now
Yeah,
they gonna
that's
tell you
what
to stop paying the credit card.
Yeah, don't
Right,
do that.
exactly.
They
You
messing
can
you up.
start, and they were like, well, you can start all
Never
over
do that.
again. Nope,
Yeah,
nope,
that's
ain't
messing
never
up.
happened.
Yeah, you gonna start over again in 2, 3, 4 years.
Yes.
But you going for the next 2. So no,
Right,
don't
yeah.
don't do that.
Don't
And-
do that.
Nah, at all. Because a lot of, like I said, those items can be moved off, and as far as the utilization, it's ways to do that. And that's what I had to do, and I did it.
Me
I
too.
got
Put
a
it
SoFi
down.
loan. I got a SoFi loan, and
What was your
Wipe
credit
it
score when
out.
you got so far on?
it was like 670.
That's
Proper,
good.
proper give you
Yeah.
loans too.
But it was all, but I had no negative items on there.
Oh,
It
so
was
then
just
you
the
got-
utilization. My
Right.
utilization was
That's
high
what I meant
from
right
my
now.
last deal.
Okay.
From my last deal that I got,
Yeah.
that I went over. It just.
Why you didn't do that LLC?
What you mean?
That,
Do
that-
what?
That loan that with that problem.
Nah, because it was a time. It was kind of like it was like 6 months ago. The interest rates was high, and then we couldn't put it in our LLC at the time, so I had to do it in my personal.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had
It's
to do it in
some,
my
it's
personal.
some, and I'll tell
Oh,
you,
no.
I know what he's talking about because the first loan that I got, no, the second one that I got with Finance of America, I'll
Yeah.
just tell you, I went through Finance of America, and my property was in my business name, in my
Right.
company name.
Right.
When I went to get the loan and I tried to get it in my company name, I had to jump through so many hoops.
Yeah.
Because they were looking for a particular document from the state of Illinois, which did not exist.
Well,
Okay, because my company was established in Nevada, but I was able to do business in Illinois. I had my certificate from the Secretary of State saying that I was licensed to do business in Illinois. They were looking for something. I called the Secretary of State and asked them about the document that they were looking for. They had no idea what I was talking about. They said that form that said I was able to do business in the state of Illinois should have been sufficient. I went back to Finance of America, told them exactly what was said. They said, well, we need that in order to proceed. Otherwise, you'll have to get the loan in your personal name. So I had to get the loan in my personal name, change the property over to my personal name, which was $150 just to change the title, just to change it with the village over. I had to do that. And I wound up being stuck with that property being in my personal name as opposed to my business name. Those are the only people I ever had a problem with having the property and getting a
Bank of
loan
America.
in my business name. Everybody else,
Oh.
even without Becca, I didn't have that problem.
Yeah.
They remember
and that's the
Al
thing.
Becca
And that's the
was-
thing too is like when you under the pressure. Like I had a private money loan, I had a private money loan, so I had to pay my
Your lender,
I had to
your
pay my
lender.
lender back.
Right.
'Cause that's the one thing we know about those private money loans. Is the main thing is you don't want to screw your lender.
don't
You
wanna
just
screw
don't
them.
want to screw your lender.
No.
I take whatever happened to me, but I don't want to screw Justin.
Exactly.
You know, or anybody who give me their hard earned money to
Yeah,
you
that
know,
makes
to
sense.
do
But then
stuff.
again, you always gotta have a company where do your refi. Say, I got this number. Will you be able to refi me after I pay my private money off?
Yeah,
But
that's
but that's the challenge though.
Yeah.
Because most lenders will not refi in a personal name.
No. What I'm saying, I owe this company this money that I owe Jessica let's say $50,000.
Correct.
Let's say $100,000.
Yeah, 100,000.
Now I got a company that said we do all your refis for you. Okay.
Yeah.
They line up this prop. So when I do the refi, just get her $100,000.
Sure.
In the company name. You
Yeah.
follow what I'm saying?
And
That's what I'm talking about.
We
Yeah.
all do that.
Yeah.
We all
And that's
do
what,
that.
yeah.
Before you go to the, I just want to ask you one question, and then
Yep.
go back over to the credit repair
I
side.
got you.
I want to talk about your funding side.
Yeah.
But so you're saying that you have a funding side
Yeah.
to your business as
Yeah.
well, and you fund LLCs
Yeah.
for acquisitions and or refis, or just acquisitions?
No, it's not really real estate. It's not more for like real estate loans. It's more kind of like business credit cards. Okay, lines of credit, things
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
Because see, I didn't know about none of this stuff when my last property really taught me. It was
Okay.
really just
Okay.
God telling me, look here, we're gonna slow up for a minute, you know. And
So
then
with that being said, excuse me.
okay.
But with that being said, are you stacking the loans
Oh,
for the
stacking
business
credit.
credit?
You mean the stacking the credit cards?
Yes,
Stack
in order
credit cards.
in order to establish, like if I wanted to borrow 100,000,
Mm-hmm.
you would get me the 100,000, but it would be 20,000 here, 60,000
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
80,000.
Yeah, but it'll all be 0% interest. For the first year.
0% for
Yeah,
the
we
first
would-
year?
Yeah, we wouldn't even do it. It don't even make sense. It do make sense without it, but it'll always be 0%.
Check this
Now
out.
that's something different.
And that's the thing, but that's the thing. But that's the thing that I didn't have before.
Right,
Like if I would have had
right.
that would have saved me on my last
Of
property.
course.
But I didn't even know nothing about it. I got it now, but that's how I was able to start the credit repair business. But I didn't know.
But each one of those lenders would have a FICO criteria, is that
Yeah.
correct?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, it's usually 700 credit score, between
Yeah.
680 700. No negative items, not none. Utilization probably 20.
20?
20%.
I got some work to
Right,
do.
right.
That's what. But guess what?
That's what
That's
credit
okay.
repair
is.
But that's
Yeah, that's a
okay though. But that's where credit repair come in, and also that's where those personal loans. I had to do it because I knew I couldn't continue on my real estate investing journey. And
I'm sure.
especially I'm in mastery,
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm borrowing people money and I don't have it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now that's why I had to just stop what I was doing. Now I'm able to, if I do go over budget, I got a credit card. It's not utilization because the business don't affect your personal credit.
Yes.
So that utilization,
That
you can
makes
use it up.
sense.
You can
Yeah.
have 50,000 on a credit card
Yes.
or personal line of credit on the business
Yes.
side.
Yes.
You can max it out.
Yes.
It don't show on your personal
your
credit
personal.
at all. Except if you don't pay it.
If you default.
Now if you default, it's gonna go on your credit.
Correct.
But that's fine. We ain't.
'Cause
Sometimes
you
we gotta take chances to do.
And they're gonna, with those lines that you're stacking,
Yeah.
they're gonna ask for a PG anyway, is that correct?
Personal question.
You
No
go
question.
PG.
Yeah, you gonna PG
You
with
gonna
your
PG.
personal. That's why your personal.
You gonna PG.
That's why your personal credit got to be
Right.
good. You
Yeah.
going in there saying, you know, I'm willing to put my personal credit on the line, and you see my personal credit is good. You know, so now they got something. And if I ask you to borrow money, you ain't gonna just give it to me without knowing something.
Without the PG
Without
being
somebody
straight.
else saying, man,
Right.
am I good?
Yeah.
But
You
check
know.
this out. If you got an EN number and a DUNS number, Sam's will give you 20,000 right away. Did you know that?
With what? With no credit? With no personal
Are you
guarantee?
talking about just a
Sam's-
line? Are they giving you a line of credit? Or
Sam's
they,
will give you. I got a
Sam's who? Sam's Club?
Sam's credit card. If you got an EN number and a DUNS number and a good FICO score in your business, Sam's will give you.
so what's their
No,
FICO?
they will-
What
yeah,
is your
they-
FICO? What is their FICO threshold?
Well, it's not the FICO, it's your DUNS number.
As long as your DUNS number,
Yeah.
and you got an EIN number, Sam's will give you between
Yeah.
10 to 20,000. right
Yeah,
now.
I can believe that, yeah.
No,
But I mean, I don't need no
I don't need
Sam's
no
though. I don't need no
typical-
Sam's though.
No,
That's my
I don't
only
need
issue.
that. I don't
And
need
that, but that
And
helps
what
you
is their
build, but I
interest
don't
rate?
need that.
What is their interest rate on that card? What, 18 to 21%?
No, I get, just like any other credit card.
I don't know, I just don't
I
need
don't
Sam's
need
Club.
that.
No, what you saying?
I ain't giving my wife no more credit cards.
No, what I'm saying
I'm
is,
good.
it's a business credit card.
I understand that.
Figure business.
I
Just don't go.
understand
See, don't go to your personal. It's all on my business.
Okay, so
That's
so
acceptable.
the thing is, okay, I kind of see where you're going with it. You get the card, you're helping to establish your business. card.
Absolutely.
Whether you utilize the card, and you should do something.
You
I mean,
gotta
just
do
go buy
something on
something
it.
with
You
it
got
and pay it
Yeah.
because a lot of these people that I hear when they talk about establishing your business credit talk about these net 30 accounts or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
But in order to establish your credit with these net 30 accounts, you gotta spend like $100 a month or whatever and pay that off in order to help build your credit.
That could take-
And
business
the,
credit.
and the issue though, and the issue that you have with that is, what are you buying? You buying
Exactly.
tissue and toilet
Exactly,
paper and paper
exactly.
towels, and you
'Cause
got a
you know-
closet full of all this stuff that
But you know what I
wanna use.
did? I did with one of my net 30 accounts. I would buy school supplies and
Yeah.
donate them to the school
No, you can use it
and write it off.
Yeah.
Well, so let me get with Keith. See, my Sam's card, that's a business card, and I get points back. Points. I get points.
Sure.
I get money. I had about $80 in there. They give you get more you use the card this year,
Yeah.
you put it back. And you know what? It's better than my Capital One business card.
Yeah. So, but nah, I mean, that's just as, like, I always you want to get that. Because you always want some leeway
Sure you do.
with these properties. That's what I learned.
Sure.
With these properties, you need leeway. And you don't want to have to use your personal credit
Absolutely.
or your own money. You know, I can't
There
go.
you go. There
And
you
I
go.
got to go to my personal money and put. My wife's like,
We
why
all-
is it 10,000 missing? Because it was a.
We've all been there.
Yeah, so
We've all been there.
yeah, but
We've
that's
all
what,
been there.
so that's what I'm saying. So with
Hell
that,
yeah.
it gives you a little bit of leeway. You know, I done had sleepless nights with those.
Trust me.
Yeah, so
We've been.
you know, it's a little bit when you got 100K in business
Business
funding,
credit,
your
right.
business credit, where you can
That you
go
can-
to,
yeah.
and you can say, you know what, we went over budget 10K. Okay,
No
here's your
problem.
10K. It don't affect your
Personal
personal.
credit.
So now you can still go get. You still got your
And you
700
still
credit.
got
So
time to
pay that back.
and
and it's 0%.
And
So if you
0%.
say like
That's
you
what
went,
I-
so if you went over 20,000, you put 20,000 on that card or the line of credit. That's $200 a month.
we're gonna sit down next week.
Yeah, yeah. $200.
Because you sung my song on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
So
zero.
it's at 0%.
Because at first she was like,
Yeah, 'cause I said, when we were talking about those stack loans, I said no.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we wasn't gonna do no stack loans, but
because too many people have done
Well, you gotta know
that
how to manage your money.
and
You-
got stuck.
Right, that's true.
Because the thing about
The
getting
stack.
the stack, let's say, because there's some people in the group that did it.
yes.
The problem with one of the people was that they didn't have a property
Oh.
when they got the loans. So you got to start paying those loans
Absolutely.
right away.
How much is the loan for?
But see, that's the thing. There were different interest rates, different all these cards. Because this is, and one of them was Hugo had got it, you know, with his person.
Yeah.
So not only are you paying the Hugo tax, you're paying their fee or whatever for getting the cards,
Yeah.
and then the interest rates vary. Well, they weren't cards; they were actual loans. The money was put into a bank account. So for the 4 to 5 loans that they got, each rate was different. So each payment amount was different. So that's why, you know, we kind of got steered away. No, we don't want to do stack because you could have an 18% interest rate on one. It might be 15 on another. It might be 20 on
21%.
another. You know,
Yes.
it's varying. And
Each one of those payments
Yeah.
are becoming due
Put it this
each
Right.
month.
way. Right now, Chase have 150,000 zero interest right now. If you got
Yeah, I
some
think
credit
that
score.
yeah, but if you got a
That-
certain
that-
credit
that-
score, everybody don't have
Yeah,
that
but
credit
that's where they're
score.
going now. Everybody's getting that way now.
And that's why I'm so glad he came and talked today
Yeah.
because he's spewing out all this information
Yeah.
that is helpful as far as getting it cleaned up and maybe getting a personal. Because I'll tell you, I used
Yes.
to rob Peter to pay Paul
Yes.
because
When you in this
I would
business.
take. This was before I even got in there.
Yeah.
If I needed to consolidate my cars. When one of my cars that I was like free and clear or whatever,
Yeah.
they would offer, okay, we'll let you get a loan or whatever for so much, and then I would take that money, pay off everything else, and then just have that one payment.
Yeah.
And that's where what I'm kind of looking to do now. Yeah, my utilization is up there, but it's like, okay, they telling me, okay, you qualify for this, and then here we go with this bait and switch. No, I don't want to get my cards closed out. I want a loan where I can pay off my cars, have one payment, have a lower payment. At this point, I don't care what the interest rate is, because all of my interest rates are varying anyway. I just want to have one payment, one lower payment, where all the rest of my cars would be paid off, and my utilization could go down, and it's more manageable. I got one place to pay.
Absolutely.
That's
You
what
know.
I would do if
Well, that's what I've been preaching to you the
But
whole time.
but you gotta understand, like that's what
But not at 0%.
That's what I had to do.
It's only for 12 months,
We're
though.
saying.
Only for 12 months. In 12
Okay,
months-
in 12 months' time.
Come on,
In 12 months'
Freddie.
time,
But
I'm gonna make sure
yeah,
they
but
get
see,
paid
that's what I'm
off.
saying. And then you're 12 months, but then it's another trick though.
Yes.
It's after 12, after month 10, 11, you just switch it to another
Switch it to
0%.
another-
Yeah.
Of course.
So now you got 0% on this.
Cause
So
you know, some of those, it's like, okay, you get 0% at 12 months. If it ain't paid off in 12 months, all of that accumulated interest, now
now
you
check
got
this
to
out.
pay
You-
for.
Yeah,
Right? That's how it
definitely.
works,
Yeah,
right?
that even on the business side,
Right.
that's how it works.
Absolutely.
So that's why,
Well,
trust me, that's
absolutely.
why I'm trying to tell my wife too. Like we still got to keep our utilization on the personal side because,
Right.
say like we don't pay this off right now, we can just get it switched to another.
To
You know,
another
0%
0%.
for another year.
Absolutely.
But you can't if your
It's
utilization is too high.
It's
Yes.
still high,
But
right?
check this out,
Utilization
though.
high.
The
So
person that's getting you that, you paying a fee too. You pay you gonna pay 8%
for what?
for that. If the person get, let's say that he got a person.
You talking about the broker fee?
Yes.
For who? For what you
But
mean?
if the person
How
that
do you know that? I would have asked him. Don't tell him. Ask him.
Yeah.
Is there a broker fee?
Yeah, 10%.
Yeah.
I told you that. See,
10%.
it's a 10%.
10%.
Well, that's what I would have
Yeah.
wanted to know.
Yeah, 10%. Yeah, that's what you know. Yeah,
You would have
10%.
telling them, man.
Everybody,
Yeah.
that's the flat fee.
As a
Most people
parent,
charge
I'm a
10%.
parent.
But
So-
we not tripping. Like I ain't because when
If
I
you-
did
I
that,
know
when
that's
the lady I
fine.
went,
Yeah.
she gave me.
Right.
I'm telling y'all my business, but
If you
but
got-
she gave me
I know.
she got me 70K.
Right.
Now,
That's
this
what
when
I
I
was
was in a
about to say.
financial situation
Right,
right,
right.
And you
after my
gave
last
her
car.
7
I
just
gave
for-
her 7, and
just-
I ain't tripping.
Right.
That's
Because
what
now
I
I
was
got
just
now I got
about to say.
63,000 to do what I need to do with.
Absolutely.
Now I ain't got to worry about my personal, and I can show you how to liquidate it too.
But,
But
okay, so on those stats,
Yeah.
you still got that. When is your first payment? Are your payments due on the following month, or is it like
it may be like a
spread
little
out?
leeway because everything's a
leeway,
little
that's
bit different.
what
But
I'm
it may be like about a month. Just
See,
say a
that's
month.
what the people.
But
in
then,
our
but you
group-
got to figure, indeed. But you figure. Let's just say we get you get a credit line of credit, and you had to pay. It was 70,000. You had to pay 7. Okay, that's $70.
Well, yes, I mean
That's $70 a month for that.
They're paying. I mean, for the flat fee, they're gonna pull that out when you get your
Well, and it's
Absolutely.
not until you get the
The
car.
stat, right.
So you're not paying nothing up front.
up front.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're not
really?
paying
Well,
nothing.
I understand.
It's till you get
You're
the
absolutely
car.
correct. You're
You know what I'm saying? So it's a
absolutely
lot of trust. It's trust within it too.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
whoever I bring to the table, it's got to be it's trust.
Yes.
Because I got to
got
know
that
that
part.
you gon' because
So
you
that
could
would be
get
my-
it and run away.
Because the people in our group, they got their 80,000, they got their 100,000,
Yeah.
and they paid the 10% broker fee.
Okay.
You know, when they got the car,
Yeah.
when they got their stack,
Yeah, the money goes put in the bank.
goes to their account,
Mhm.
so they draw it once they get it.
Yeah.
So, but the problem came in, but before they get to use the funds, because they were supposed to apply those funds to a property.
Okay.
Most of them didn't have one yet.
Wow.
So they got to start making these payments, and so they're repaying the loan
With the loan.
with the loan.
Wow.
Yeah, but don't get it. You shouldn't get it
Shouldn't
until
get
you
it.
got something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
shouldn't get
That
nothing.
that didn't happen, and I think they thought that they would be able to find something right away, and it was kind of like, you know how.
Yeah, yeah. He
It's-
just had
it's
you
always-
fast
it's
talking.
right, he
and had you
fast
thinking-
talking,
and then
and
you
had
thinking
thinking
you
this-
trusting him.
Right.
He gonna give you the right info, and he ain't.
Right.
He ain't gonna give you the right info.
Well, now he's saying that's not, he wouldn't even do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
now
Yeah.
he's reversed, he's pivoted.
Yeah, I mean, my thing was, and I talked to him not recently. He wanted me, about bringing it to the group or whatever. Like, man,
No.
I'm big on just being a good person.
Let me
Right.
tell you this,
You know what I
I
mean?
would advise
I'm
you, to do
good.
just like you're
Yeah,
sharing with
yeah,
us.
yeah.
I mean, 'cause if one of the members of the group, because I mean, this ain't even the group.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. That's why when I was going through that, because I'm getting all the WhatsApp. I've been getting it for the last 6 months.
Right.
That's why it's been killing me. Like, man, what they doing
Oh,
over
we
there?
gotta-
I know they brewing something, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I gotta stay focused. I gotta stay focused.
But see, we wouldn't put a tax if you would provide your loan services to one of
We
us.
just good people. That's because we good
Exactly.
people, bro. We good people, and that's what.
Exactly.
Remember that when you started the group, that's what it was all about, because everybody was on the other side.
Right.
I ain't
Yes.
saying no names of where they was at, and they was getting screwed. So it was like, at least we want to know that we could
Working
trust. Just
together.
tell me, Jessica. Just tell me what it is and what it ain't. And I know
Right.
Jessica ain't gonna screw me in no capacity.
Believe me when I tell you, and I'm only going to say this once because
Yeah.
I'm a big advocate
Yeah.
for this group.
Absolutely.
We work together and we share information, resources, and funding.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell any and everybody in the group,
Good.
if don't ever let money stop you from investing
Good.
in nothing.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't bought anything yet, you're sitting next to your next
Absolutely.
JV partner,
Absolutely.
and all you gotta do is work with them.
Yeah. And it's not hard as you think. It's actually easier. You just got to put your
Easier.
head together. And what screws you though is when you meet the wrong person and they take advantage of you and you screwed out of 15, 20,000,
Well-
and now you
And leave a
said
bad
2,
taste
3.
in
your
Yeah,
mouth.
you said 2. That happened to me before. That happened to me. I can tell y'all a quick story. Then we gonna go. All right, look. So this will happen. So I was in the Marine Corps from 18. I'm 45 now. So I was in the Marine Corps from 18 to 22, and I always have ambition. Always ambition about starting companies, real estate. I used to run Carlton Sheets. I don't know if y'all ever.
Yeah, buddy.
Carlton
I
Sheets.
sent him one of his things. I was
Yeah,
one of his rules.
yeah. So I got out. I was 22. I got my own apartment and everything. So I worked for the federal government and federal law enforcement. So I met a guy, and I just trusted him. I didn't know nothing about, I just trusted him. And bottom line, he ended up screwing me out of like $15,000.
Right.
And that was all I had. That was like, that was it. It really hit me. He made $15,000, that left a bad taste in my mouth for like 20 years.
Oh yeah.
For
It
20
would do
years.
that. It would do that.
20 years. My credit was like 400. I just was down, and I just put everything into my son. He, Division I athlete, and God was good because he did it for a reason. But just real quick. So that same guy, I never forget his face, right? Because I work in the federal prison. So I'm getting,
I think I know where this is going.
See where this is going. And like I got 23 years in it now, but like 12 years ago, I'm getting off the elevator because it's a high-rise building. I'm getting off the elevator, and guess who I see?
You saw him.
Same
I saw him. He an inmate.
He's
So
an
he's telling me,
inmate.
yeah, he's an inmate. He was telling me, I know who he is. He didn't recognize me. He probably screwed so many people that
Right.
Yes.
he didn't even remember me. So he was just telling me like, man, young blood, I was the biggest real estate, this and that. I had Benzes, I had all this, but I messed up and did some stuff. And I was like, yeah, so, but and that's the thing, but in fairness, that's why God is good. Is he was gonna be like my mentor. He was my mentor. So whatever he was gonna do, I was gonna go do it too. Cause he was like 45, 50. So I was 22, 23. Whatever he would have said do, I would have did. Just cause that's what I would have thought that
It was the
It was
right.
right.
thing.
was the right thing to
to
do,
do.
and I would have been
Correct.
right in there with him anyway.
Correct.
What was he the real estate guy?
He was. You probably heard.
Did he from the west side get caught with a Maybach?
Carter.
Was that
I'm
guy?
not sure. I don't know. He used to be in Homewood.
He got busted. I remember
Yeah,
those guys.
right.
Those guys got busted. They went to
Yeah.
So
jail.
you didn't say nothing to him? You just like,
I didn't say nothing to him.
Yeah,
Not
they-
about that. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's
It's
you know,
over with.
yeah, it's over
Yeah,
with. You know, and then what? What I'm gonna do?
Already healed.
What I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put hands on the man. You know what I'm saying? Like nah. You know, it's and God already did that. God did it for a reason.
Right, he put him
Anyway.
in
And I
jail.
believe, because, I mean, I've got a similar story.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, if you haven't got burned in this business at least once, you know, it's a learning experience.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a teaching tool.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's almost inevitable, right?
it's inevitable.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
inevitable. You're going to get burned.
Yeah.
You know.
But
I've
that's the importance of these groups right here is the fact that that's why I don't like what the other guys are doing because they taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Even
And
with
we
the
don't-
I heard, even with the credit, business credit, right? Not only screwing
That's what we were
people,
just
but
talking about.
also-
Oh, yeah, he's doing it big time on the business. He was. He's kind of he's pivoted away from that.
Who's
now.
that?
No,
Who you think we talking about?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so you know, it's just that because
Okay.
that really, you know, and when I heard that hurt me because you know we talked when the first stuff was going on, and I knew what happened to me 20 years
Right.
ago. So I'm like,
Sure.
man, if you taking advantage of these people because they don't know, you know, if this your first property or your second property or third property, you the guru. I'm coming to you. If you the guru or whoever, whatever you are, I'm coming to Jessica and like Jessica, don't get me screwed. I don't know about all this fast talking, lawyer talking, ARVs. Even though you got to learn all that, we learn it, but Jessica should be able to tell me that ain't a good deal.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if
Yes.
Jessica gonna lose $4,000, $5,000, $6,000,
Simple as
she
that.
should tell me.
You
Not,
do it.
I'm saying you gonna lose the deal for that.
Right.
You ain't gained nothing anyway.
Right.
This guy's sitting right here. Me and we went on the west side to look at this one project that I was considering investing in.
Okay.
And me and him both, we went to two, didn't we? We went to two of them on the west side. And I was gung ho for it. I was really all in. I was going to throw in the towel. I was going to do it. He walked through it with me, and I love this guy with all my heart because he says, look, you know, in my opinion, this may not be a wise investment. That's why I love this group. Cause
Yeah. And why'd you say that? What was the issue? What was the rehab too high?
Well, God put people in place. I mean, the West Side is. I've been there for 20 years. So you
Yeah.
tell me an address. I mean, it's different than here in the South. I live in
Okay.
the South Southeast, but
Yeah.
there, I have my investments around there. So I was very knowledgeable of the area,
Yeah.
the prices, the construction.
Yeah.
So it was very easy for me to determine that. If you tell me something out in the Southeast, I will come to you,
See?
Keith, and say,
Yeah.
you know what's
Yeah.
going on here about
Yes.
the building and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
They were
Yeah.
asking a little, like what was it?
I can't remember the numbers,
But they were like 25 above what.
but
Well, it
based on
should've
his
been.
knowledge
Yeah.
of the area
Yeah.
and the construction costs involved and the ARV,
You'd get killed.
oh,
You
he
got
said
killed.
it said it's not
Yeah.
worth.
So-
Number one, it's not worth the
Yeah.
investment
Yeah.
because you're not gonna because you may see some yield on your investment.
You may.
May.
And if you say may, you probably ain't.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly.
And you
what
can't
he
take
said.
that chance. So it's
He's-
individuals like
he
that.
saved
that-
my
Not only
bacon on
that,
that.
Yeah.
Are your company deal with Rock Financial?
Cool, no, I ain't never heard of them.
All right.
Yeah.
They're part of my
Okay.
team.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But you know for a fact that we all work. We lean on each other here.
absolutely.
We lean.
But
on
that's
each
what
other.
it's about, though. It's about having different entities. He got the insurance or whatever. You know, I should be able to go with him, and he trusts. So when he screwed me, if he ever did, I can be like, man, hey, y'all, which I know he ain't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. But we got to know that.
I think we still should have things on paper.
We all do.
Oh, yeah.
We all
What?
have stuff on paper.
Oh, no question. You got that's just business.
Yeah.
But still, but it's about your word though, and it's about being a good person. Don't screw me saying you gonna fix the property for 20 and now you didn't. It
Right.
went to 40.
Yes.
And you didn't did some
Yes,
shit
I get
which
what
you
you're
don't
saying.
supposed
Right,
to
I
do,
get
which
what-
that's
I
what
get
these a lot of the contractors
Yeah,
doing.
you're right.
So
Right.
you know that's why it's good to hear when y'all say, you know, the different contractors that you may have. And we have to. One last thing, we have to tell each other when y'all having bad
Right.
situations.
we just had that
because
conversation.
if you don't, I'm just thinking it's good.
Yes.
Even with tax accounting.
And you ain't got to throw him under the bus. You can just say, this is the situation that I've had with him.
Right.
That's that. And now I know going
Make your
in that
decision.
make your
Right.
decision on that. But if you don't say nothing, and they be doing that in the other group, and you know what I'm saying? They do that in the other group.
Hush, hush,
Yeah,
hush.
it's kind of hush hush. They don't say nothing, and then next thing you know, they like, oh, he did this property, messing up this property, this, and you
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, usually if somebody say, well, have you used them before? And then I'll be like, well, no, but I've seen their work, and it's like, you know, so, but the prices might be where you want them to be. So it's
Yeah.
your decision if you want to go with the quality or you want to go with the price.
But that helps.
You know,
That helps.
Yeah.
That helps him. That helps her for her first property or him. You know, whoever. It helps him because I know what I'm dealing with.
Well, that's
Because
what-
he's just gonna sell me. He can do the job and it's gonna look great. Well, we know that ain't gonna, and it's gonna be cheap. We know that's not gonna.
you can't
happen.
get cheap
You
and
know,
great.
Yeah,
can't
you
get
can't either one. You're not. You only
You're
get two.
only gonna get two.
At most. At
Only
most.
gonna
But if a person doesn't ask me for my advice, whether they like it or not, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Well,
Whether
yeah,
take
you're
it or
supposed
not.
to. That's
But
what the, that's what the
whole
group
But
is.
what she
That's
said-
what part of
the
the
group
group
is
is.
all
No,
about.
but say, would you use them again? I would say no.
Well, I'm not saying they asked me would I use them again.
But I'm
I'm
saying,
just
I would
saying
do-
they asked me. They asked me for a referral. I would say, okay, I've seen their work. I wouldn't. I probably, if they asked me would I use them, I'd probably be like, I wouldn't use them. I said, now if I needed something, you know, minor,
Yeah. But that's
then
it.
you know, because
That's
you
the
can
only
use,
thing you want to know.
you
That's
can
all.
use somebody to do a particular job, and they could be good in that one area, but to do a
Bigger job. Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Or a rental,
I'm like
or a
this.
rental and a flip.
I'm
A
like
rental and a
this.
Right.
flip.
Big difference.
I got rentals that, okay, the tenant moved out, I need you to, I call
Just-
Stan.
handyman.
You know, I'm
right.
gonna
You
stand,
call
Stan,
Stan.
go
You
through this
call
and that.
Stan to
Yeah,
go do that.
Yeah,
Right.
but I ain't gonna get,
You can't get standing there for no major rehab.
nah, I would, I mean, and
No.
nothing with Stan,
Nothing
so Stan
against
watching
him.
the nothing.
No.
Ain't nothing wrong with
We
Stan,
ain't-
that's
we
my
ain't
guy,
bashing him.
that's my homie, but that
Yeah.
ain't probably gonna be that. So if she asks me, I'm gonna say, listen, if you got a flip and it's a high end flip, you trying
Yeah,
to,
those-
okay, you probably want to go
Okay.
somewhere else. But a rental, you can't pay that. A
Absolutely.
rental,
But the
Right, you
beauty
gonna
of
spend
it
less
is
money
that
on
you,
the
but you
rental.
have everything you need in this group. You got roofing search, you got plumbers, you got, you know,
That's-
everybody
that's
in the
what-
trade
and that's what it's about.
are right here.
That's what we need. I got a Section 8 inspection in 2 days. So hopefully I don't need nobody. If not, I'm gonna call Stan. That's my man.
Yeah.
Stan the man.
You know
So
what
Yeah.
I say, Keith?
Huh?
You sell a reality or you sell an illusion to someone.
Yeah, there
or
you go.
something.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Good point.
yeah.
You know?
Very good.
The illusion
Absolutely.
is like, it could be flowers and nice.
Because that's what I saw.
reality
Yeah.
I
could
saw
be
flowers.
Just tell me the reality, so we don't have to deal with this a month from now, a month and a
Because you
half.
can go faster, you know.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
up here by the time I got done spending some time with him, maybe an hour, 2 hours with him.
Yeah.
He brought me back down. to
Who's
earth.
that? Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah. So
Have y'all been into the MLS lately?
MLS?
Yeah.
I have.
You been in? Did you have to do the agreement thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
they
just
got
pulled
some
it
more.
up. I just pulled it up, and it says approval needed. Updates to MRED subscribers agreement. So you have to agree, decline, or remind me later. So this is the first
You
time
still
I've
got your
logged into
vote?
it since yesterday.
I
No,
never
you
did.
ain't broke.
I
No,
never
I
did.
haven't.
I'm glad I did.
Yeah, me
I thought
either.
Jennifer did, didn't she?
She was
Was
supposed to.
Okay, she was supposed to.
See, my wife get hype about stuff, and then halfway through she quit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nah.
Well, thank you for sharing.
I got you,
that
bro.
stuff.
Y'all
Yeah,
did it.
thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much.
Yes, sir.
All right, that
Thank
was very good. Okay, so are there?
Did I ever get an answer to my question about the Pembroke?
No,
Are we shelving Pembroke?
we need additional information.
So let me get a hold of Yvette this week
Okay.
to see if we could get more information about Pembroke, because that's an important question. You know, whether or not it would be feasible for us to get involved. 'Cause I'm not paying for no feasibility study. That's not gonna happen. But and the only thing I want to do is invest in buying a piece of land, develop it, and get paid. That's all I'm interested in. All that other stuff, she can get that in, all that prelim. She should have that already covered before we before we do any
It's gonna
investment.
be pending, I guess, right?
Right. Now, as far as the, Roseland and, what's the other?
West Point.
West Pullman. We can proceed with that one because that's close to home. We all know what we're
Familiar
trying
with.
to, and we're all familiar with that. So we can move forward with that, but I'll find out from Yvette where we are and ask her to come back and give us an update rather than me trying to, convey it one-on-one. She can give us an update. That way we'll know where we're gonna go with Pembroke, because I'm totally in the dark right now, based on the last conversation that she had about the village board and the trustees. Now, other than that, that's really all I had, except for,
In spring.
Oh, we gonna finish.
we're gonna handle that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so, since we don't have any further business to discuss, I move that we end the meeting at 3:34. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, second from Marcus. Okay, meeting is
It's
adjourned
adjourned.
at 3:34.
That's it?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. Mhm.